Thank you, Jennifer. Well, joining us now is Diane Gottsman. We're talking about business etiquette this morning, among other things. We always like to chat with Diane. It's good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
All right, so I have some questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let me get to my page here. Okay, so does it matter if a man or a woman initiates a business handshake? What do you think?
It does not matter. The person who extends their hand first has the power.
Okay.
When I say power, that just means the respectability. So never wait. Whoever you are, man or woman, extend your hand for a shake.
Do you think there are some people who would hesitate?
I
Maybe
do.
being a woman and let the man do it first?
You know, in other times, in years back, men would wait for a woman, for her to extend her hand, or vice versa, depending on where you trained, what you learned. So the rule is for today, in business, because we're gender neutral, always extend your hand out for a gracious shake. Whether you're a man or a woman, don't wait. Don't wait.
Okay, here's my next question. Is it appropriate to send a professional thank you via email? I think I'm going to know the answer for this.
You know, that's kind of sticky, because certainly if it's something, just a thank you for something that you did, a job well done, an email thank you is okay. But if it's something really big that they have done for you, want
like a job interview, maybe?
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to write a handwritten thank you, because that's most professional, most appropriate.
And a lot of times, maybe, you know, the email you send might go into spam. Somebody might never receive it, and so on and so forth.
That's right. And, you know, speaking of emails, you have to be so careful, because what you write on an email also can go anywhere. So you have to be very careful. You know, I know we're talking about thank yous, but I'm taking it a little step farther. Always be careful what you put in an email.
Okay, so it's always good to go with the handwritten route. If a meeting is planned for 10 a.m., what is the best time to arrive?
Not 10:10. Not if you want that job.
It seems like a given, right? Or actually, you say come early.
Come early. Go a little early. 10 minutes. Don't show up too early, because then you have everybody ill at ease, because they're wondering what to do with you while you're waiting. So 10 minutes tops, 5 minutes better.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I think we have another question. Would it be too pushy to ask a person that you meet at a networking event if you could call them for more info?
Not pushy at all. When you meet someone at a networking event, networking is building relationships. So you don't want to close a deal at a networking event, but you certainly want to meet people and mingle. So if you want to continue the conversation, by all means, say, would you mind terribly if I called you next week and set up an appointment so we could continue this conversation?
What if you didn't have that preface and you met them and then afterthought think, you know, I'm going to call them to get some more info? Still okay?
You should do it. Do it.
Still okay.
Absolutely.
Because that forum allows for you to have those connections anyway, right?
That's what you're there for anyway, is to mix and mingle. And, you know, handing out those business cards like free ice cream coupons are worthless unless you've made a good first impression. So spend your time making a good impression. What
do you think is the biggest mistake we make when it comes to business etiquette?
Oh, well, for women, I think the biggest mistake for women is that we don't stand up. When someone greets us, we stay seated looking up at them while the man to our right or left has stood up, and it sends a message. And in general, I think it's just important that when we go to, let's say, an event, we mix and mingle. We don't stick with the people that we know, but we go out and we meet new people, because that's how we build a client base and new relations.
Right. So you think that some women have the tendency to fall back and go with what they know?
Well, I think men and women fall back and go with what they know. They don't want to, they're awkward, they feel uncomfortable, so they don't want to meet new people. They want to be in the safety zone. So they hook up and stay together, or they sit down at an event, a networking event. You shouldn't even be seated. You should be walking around. You know, people ask me, where's the best place to sit at a networking event? You don't sit. You stand up, you walk around, you carry your drink in your left hand so you don't give them a cold, wet shake. That's another, you asked what is a big faux pas? That's another one. Wet, clammy shake.
And I liked your tip last time about the name tag. I didn't know that one, and it totally makes sense now that you pointed out about how it needs to be on the opposite, so when they shake your hand. Right
side to follow the line of sight.
Very good. All right, Diane, it's good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Thanks so much. Good tips for our viewers this morning.